Week 13 in college football here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak, and we are talking right now with returning guest Doug Upstone from sports-watch.com. Doug, thanks for being back with us. And before we talk about Stanford, UCLA, tell us a little bit about sports-watch.com.
Well, sports-watch.com is a sports monitor. So if people want to know who the honest handicappers are, it's those that are unafraid to get monitored. We have a large selection of quality handicappers who have winning records in college football this season, and have been delivering week after week after week. So I would suggest you should check them out, see what it is, see who the top 5 is, see who's in the hot box, as we like to call it, and check out everything that we have. Also, college basketball, NBA has also started. We have records and numbers for everybody to check out there.
Wow. Nice. I'm a very honest handicapper, but I'm definitely afraid to get monitored. I don't lie. I don't lie about anything, but no one's monitoring my record. Okay, I don't approve of that. But yeah, these guys, I guess they're willing to throw themselves into the fire. All right. Well, the first game we talked about, Arizona State. I had a strong lean on that one. Turned out you agreed with me. This one though, Stanford at UCLA, I'm very confused by. Not sure which side I like here. Probably going to stay way off it. Interested to hear why you chose it. UCLA is a 1.5-point home underdog, and of course, both these teams are off of big wins. Stanford's win, of course, over Oregon, much more high profile, much more impressive, but UCLA is very impressive as well. Why'd you pick this game? What do you like?
Well, in this situation, normally with Stanford off a big win, or in this case, a massive upset, and on the road again, you would think they would be play against material. However, in this situation, I think it's going to go the other way for a number of different reasons. For the Cardinals to become Pac-12 champions and go to the Rose Bowl, they have to beat UCLA twice in 6 days. A victory this week would give them the Pac-12 North crown, and then next week they would host this UCLA at their place because they upset Oregon last week. Now, freshman quarterback Kevin Hogan has added versatility to this offense, and the defense was sensational last week in slowing down the Ducks' offense. The Cardinals are 14-6-1 against the spread as away favorites since 2000. Now, besides the familiar cliches of competing to win or wanting to win or whatever, right, it's really hard to find an upside why UCLA would want to win this game. Now, today's athlete is different than before because once they have the knowledge of how to beat an opponent, it's, I think, as great or certainly nearly as great as any revenge factor someone would want to talk about. But a Bruins victory here means they have to travel to Eugene in all likelihood next week, and that test would seem far more arduous than a trip to Palo Alto. And that test would seem far more arduous than a trip to Palo Alto, having played an opponent that you have firsthand knowledge of in this situation. Now, I mean, does that make sense to you, Peter? What do you think?
Yes, it does. It makes some sense to me. I'm curious to see where you're going to go with this.
Okay, besides too, with UCLA, their coach Jim Moore's background is from the NFL. And in that situation, NFL coaches, at the end of the season, there's been any number of situations where teams had to play another team in the playoffs, right away. And so in this case, I don't know that UCLA goes full tilt in this game to win this game. I think what you see instead is that Coach Moore is not going to certainly ask his team to lose, but he's going to develop I think that's going to be fairly, vanilla, and they're going to save their real surprises or what they want to do for the Pac-12 championship game. Well, maybe, I have to admit, maybe I'm being too analytical with this game, right, but these are highly unusual circumstances, and I'm just hard-pressed to believe UCLA goes all out for this game, and the more motivated Stanford team does what it needs to win and takes this contest by 10 or more points.
Wow. You might be onto something here, Doug Upstone. This is the kind of game that reminds me of the games that you used to choose last year, where where the line seemed right on. It was every time when we talked about a game last year, most of the times I would come in and be like, I don't know what you're going to see here. I'm a little bit confused. The line seems right on to me. I don't see an edge here. And then you would convince me of a clear edge on one side, and more often than not, of course, last year you were correct. Big win by Stanford here. I think you might be right here, Doug Upstone.
I think I am, Peter.
All right. I hope so. Thanks so much. Thanks for this preview.
Thank you.